Hello everyone, welcome back to Deus. Sorry for the long wait. Today we have Oberon as Brady is Oberon. Yeah. I'm too tired for this shit. We have Dylan as an unnamed character as of yet.
Ooh.
But the one previously known as Zoys.
Ooh. Oh!
And we have Milkshake as Abraham.
Yeah. Happiest little man.
We will not. That does remind me. We will not be doing the quiz today.
Oh.
But I felt
we should do a quiz fully about my one shot.
So there is something I feel with one of the previous quizzes. I've been bogging over the answers, and I feel needs to be not re-established, just corrected.
Oh, this isn't good.
Being attacked by a wasp.
Death by wasp.
It's more in terms. I think I've made this a situation overly complicated, and I feel like it needs an explanation in terms of just making life easy for everyone. So, this is about the sex of the Poltania government.
How is the wasp?
I went straight up my nose.
No!
Fuck!
Oh my god.
Yes. This is about the sex of the Poltania government. most of which you are previously acquainted with and know of. Also about particular people who are leading them. So, the first is the will of the people. It is the government sector that is inorganized of the basic trade and the basic people, basically. The merchants, the traders, the organizing the farming. They are the sector of government that basically handles the majority of organization.
Mm-hmm.
This is ran by Devan the Prick, who you have all met previously.
What name?
It occurs to me you've not actually had many sessions with Devan, have you?
Me or everyone?
You.
No, I don't think I've met him.
Yeah. I think that was the one, like, one of those sessions was just a Bailey Cameron session back in that time. Which was a thing.
Post-holy session.
Yeah. Very much a lull, that kind of time. The second sect of government, the voice of the heretics, it is run by a tiefling woman called something Mesofoca. I can't remember her first name.
You
Doesn't
made
particularly
the
matter.
name.
Yeah, well, you guys have not looked into it that much. She has gone missing about 20 years prior.
Oh.
Huh.
The third sect of government is the Shepherd's Flock, your guys' favourite sect of government. This is ran by the Arch Shepherd. It is the actual section that governs the religion in the realm and the money raising, such like that. It is also the section that has the Templars underneath it. The Templars being basically ex-Army of Faith members that moved over when they got injured enough that they had to go basically remake themselves.
Just a bunch of super fun guys.
Yes. The Army of Faith is run by a Dragonborn. I believe the name has never been revealed,
Oh.
but it is a Dragonborn. This Dragonborn's key defined characteristic second is obviously that he's missing a jaw. And as previously stated, this is where the Templars came from. That is all. Is there any questions?
No.
Not this
Perfect.
second.
I felt like this. Yeah. Sorry about that. It felt very explainy. I just wanted to just
Oh,
get
no,
that
you gotta-
clarified.
Yeah, clarification in it. That's all it is.
Now, let's go on to what happened last session. The party started off at the Druid camp. The Druid camp had recently been raided. After getting their affairs in orders, particularly trying to get Alpha Legion, not Alpha Legion. That's not.
Delta Squad.
I am.
Yeah.
40k. The 40k Alpha Legion are here.
After getting them sorted, after getting communication with an orc that was found alive at said camp, and finding out where the camp was of the orcs, the party travelled south. They managed to, they released said orc after basically a week of him kind of just chatting back and forth with them. And the party then let him go to go raid the orc camp. A bloody fight ensued, in which many orcs died, and sadly, Zoe's passed away. The group was the camp was looted, and a goblin child, not goblin child, a goblin male, because I kept fucking that up last time, was found. Missing an arm and with various scars marking 1 CP, 1 SP, and 1 GP marked all across his body. The party returns back to the Paper City, and after getting their bearings, held a funeral for Zois, in which we heard the reunion of Oberon back into the party. A funeral was had, some motions were raised based on some funeral rites, I suspect. And
Yeah.
that is where we had left off. Now, I wanted to do a quick retcon situation for a very small thing. This was previously, it has been discussed with Dylan.
Hello.
Regards to what happened to Zois after he went to the afterlife. Now, previously it was described that Zois had drifted up from the void, got confronted by the figure in the void, and made his way into Araj's afterlife. We're going to say that he managed to make his way into the start of it, but Zois' soul cannot breach the barrier of entry. It has been eroded too much over the damage from the spiders and
1 second, something just smashed downstairs.
my dramatic moment. No, we'll keep going.
Fair.
And Zoi's stuck in this limbo, kind of the waiting room of Araj's realm. Would see moments really after his arrival here, a very confused orc arriving in the lobby as well. This orc being the tribe member who just killed him, looking very shocked and looking very weirded out, and the fact he was here. You suspect he was banking on the hope there wasn't an afterlife. You know, just from the orcish culture, there seems to not be. What would Zois do?
I think he's just tired, so he's just going to be like, oh, alright.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Cat has just smashed stuff.
It's alright.
Cat be cat.
Cat be cat. Yeah, I think he would just be like, you know.
Okay. I'll be honest, I now need to think about what to do with that, because what we previously discussed, you've now just completely changed.
Oh, wait, I don't remember what we discussed. What did we discuss?
What if I just come back? What if I just miss it? Sounds like I've just missed something important.
They're in the
Dylan
boiler room
forgets
of
his stuff
hell, and he's come face to face with the orc that killed him.
When did we talk about this, Luca?
We talked about this about a month ago.
Yeah, that's why I don't remember.
Uh,
I don't remember things that happened yesterday.
Okay. Honestly, jump into stream voice. I
What
can't
do you
track you
want-
down.
What do you need me to do?
Just, quick chat.
Well, hey guys.
Love it. Love it.
So I disappeared for about 20 seconds then. So
It sounds like Luca's gotten Dylan to do some RP earlier, and Dylan's forgotten what he did. And for some reason, Luca didn't expect that.
so is it? Is that role? Is it like role play?
Is the perfect example that would happen.
Yes. So the RP was that for his afterlife bit.
Yeah, I think he said something different.
Oh God.
Least expected. But anyway, hey Reaper, how's it going?
It's going good, stream. Is our favorite guy though? If not, I'll text him and say, "Why aren't you here?"
Hello.
Okay. So the orc. The orc gets there. He's looking around, and he would say, after looking kind of at the robes that the people seem to have in this room, kind of being drawn forth to a door that you could not open prior. This isn't Grimwish's realm. Well, where am I? This was supposed to be bloody pits, bloody a battlefield. You see the attendants try to bring him forth, trying to bring him into this new realm. He seems in trance.
Zoids is going to grab him. Just hold his hand and pull him back.
You see him kind of wake up out of his stupor. What? You? What are you doing here? This is no rightful.
Yeah, no god.
This is no rightful place for you. You're not one for Grimish's realm.
Zoids is just going to look at him, and he's just going to say, "You brought me here, so now you ain't gonna leave." And he's just gonna grab him with both hands.
You see, without the orc being able to be brought to the door, you fade back into the void that you had just left. The orc and Zoids both yanked into this area, ripped apart, put back together again. But less and less of them return every time. The orc breathing a primal scream, trying desperately to hold himself together. I'm not sure how Zoids would respond.
So he's just going to laugh hysterically. I think he's completely lost his mind.
But both voices, after forever amounts of hours, both fade into the void. So that's the bit of the retcon we wanted to do. I'm sorry that was so fucking awkward.
Sorry, I just don't remember even having a conversation.
It's all good.
And we felt it was a bit more of a fitting end than just Zoids just going to a canopy, peaceful afterlife.
Zoids doesn't know peace.
Forever trapped. Not even the spider could untangle his web.
Amen.
So,
That came about a lot more therapeutic than I was meant to say.
Beautiful.
it clocked to me after the session that the orc would have literally just died after Zoids. And, you know, it would make, felt fitting.
Hmm.
I then approached Dylan.
I
It's all
have no
finished.
memory of this, but it happened.
So, we then are going to pop back to the current moment. I would imagine you guys probably would have got back from the funeral now, and are now in the Paper Lord's house. If you would both go there, you both have rooms available there. But I'm not sure what you two would do at this stage.
Oh, I'd imagine Abraham's full of grief, guilt, pain, anger at Oberon. He's not in a very, very good state of mind. He'll be doing something that he's not really done properly before. He'll be going and, as he'd probably gone back to his room, he'd probably be going off and grabbing alcohol. He's drank with friends before, but never just drank alone. He'd probably go get the cheapest, nastiest nastiest booze he could get, and just go and
Would
yeah,
you be
yeah.
getting that from the Paper Lord's mansion?
No, I'll be on the way to the mansion
Right. Okay.
in the town.
Just looting the mansion.
No, Abraham wouldn't do that. Abraham would probably go into like a general store or.
I mean, for that kind of like liquor, I'll take probably about 2 copper pieces.
Yeah, he'll be getting a couple of them.
Gives him a gold, says keep the change.
Oh yeah, so he'll probably get like 8 coppers worth, which is a lot for Abraham.
Bloody hell. So not
And-
for anyone.
And then he's probably just gonna sit in his room and cry. Actually,
Oh.
What would Oberon be doing?
Oberon will be lurking just to make sure nothing interrupts him.
After some lemon and salt under the door.
It'll go down easier with this.
No, he's not going to help him, Spiral. Oberon's been there and done that. He's going to make sure he doesn't do the same stuff.
yeah. I'd imagine Abraham will like start to like he'll be like his actual book of average that he's kept. He'd probably go and start ripping that to pieces. I'd imagine.
Oh my god. Broken.
He's just not in a good frame of mind.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. Yes, go on.
No.
Well, I can't think of anything else currently at this second.
I was about to say, if it's a scenario that you guys basically just rest over the night, open to kind of keeping an eye on the door and basically just Abraham sleeping, or if he's fucking just getting a
Lost
bucket of drinks in him.
Yep.
Then I shall say you can all have a long rest.
Yeah. It's still weird having a long rest and not having to
To die midway through.
No, just they're like, okay, yeah, I can't take exhaustion off.
Right, yeah, you finally had no exhaustion.
It's the second
You-
long rest with no exhaustion.
You will wake up. Abraham, you're having the second worst hangover you've had of all time. And I imagine you wake up, your room is somewhat destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see that your book is basically fucked.
Mhm.
But if you are wanted to, you could recover the pages at the very least.
Abram probably would, but he wouldn't. He'd do it just so it's more of tidying up the room than trying to fix the book.
No, I got you.
Because he's like probably feels kind of guilty now for wrecking the room because it's not his home. It's a room he's been given for the night. He's probably feels a bit guilty and probably sorry for himself and probably still angry in that, but not anywhere near to the point he was yesterday. And he'd probably tidy up the room and then leave to see if he could find Oberon.
And what would Oberon have done in the morning?
I think Auburn will wait for Abraham to leave. Then he'd sneak into his room and use mending on everything.
Lovely.
That's the cool one.
Start looking around. How the fuck did he break the floor?
Oh.
I was
Yeah,
saying, well,
I just thought I can imagine like Abraham's left the room, Oberon's snuck in behind him, and Abraham's looking around the this guy's mansion, trying to find him.
but yeah,
Failing.
For like 20 minutes or so, he'd come down.
you can hear that the artists are awake. They're doing their jobs, you know, getting the information transcribed and such like that. And the servants are walking around the house, keeping it clean. Some would ask if you wanted to have breakfast.
Abraham would definitely say yes, as it's very much needed at the second.
Auburn would also.
So, yeah, I imagine after such, you both would you'd meet up in the breakfast hall.
Good morning, Oberon.
Who just sort of nods to you, doesn't say anything.
What's tension?
Drama.
Did you sleep well, Oberon?
Just sort of looks at you. He's got massive bags under his eyes. As well as I could.
Understandable. So what have you been up to? You could probably tell by his tone that he's trying to be nice, but you could tell there's a bit of venom in it.
And every time Abraham speaks to him, he almost flinches. Nursing my wounds, helping my brother.
Very much understandable. Yeah. Very much understandable. Yeah. Family comes first at times like this. I understand that. Yeah. Yeah. You can see that as you can see like Abraham is you like when you hear Metal like kind of flexing a bit as he's trying to eat his breakfast.
Oh god.
But that's his armor.
No, I'm talking about the cutter in his hand.
Oh, brilliant.
And then Abraham will probably go a bit quiet and start eating some of his breakfast.
I would say, at this moment, a servant comes in to the dining room. Sirs, I understand you two might not want it at the moment, but there is a individual here who's... Oh, what's the word? Requesting to see you.
You can... Abraham will probably put on a fake smile and say, "Of course, bring them in." You're trying to be as nice as you can, but you can tell it's not. It's all forced. Like he's trying his best, but you can tell it's not right.
He starts to say, "Oh well, I'll just bring him in for now." And you see him step out. I'd say about 5 minutes later, himself and an individual walks into the room. Gorkan,
Oh.
may you describe yourself?
My name is Gorkan. I am a half orc. Do you want to give my entire backstory?
Just describe how you look for now.
Hang on. Let me get the exact one that I sent you, because that would be the best way to do it.
I like the idea of Gorkan literally walks into a room. It's like, here's who I am.
This is my backstory.
Like a little kid
These are my
introducing themselves.
I'm fairly tall. I have pale grey-green skin. I have a large scar running flat across my nose, and it goes under each of my eyes. My nose has obviously been broken several times. I look very tired. I have dark circles under my eyes. I have 2 sharp, sort of tusky teeth coming out from under my top lip. One of which, the right-hand one, is cracked and broken. I wear a bandana on my head with wispy grey hair sticking out. And I have a tiny, small chin strip beard. Like, if you've ever seen Fred Durst in the 90s,
Yeah, I know
that's the
about
beard, yeah.
that. Okay.
That is me.
At the sight of you, I imagine Abraham would probably tense up. And yeah, I can imagine Abraham kind of just completely stops what he's doing, stares at you, and he'd probably look at something in the corner of the room that it could be quite heavy, and has telekinetic hand, just have it slightly hovering, just for a second, and he's just there you've come here to finish the job, haven't you?
Gorkan will look at him and go, I don't understand what you mean.
Oh, so you're not part of the Iron Claw, are you?
And he says, I've heard that you could help me. And he'll raise his hands in like a disarming manner to sort of be like, yeah, look, just chill, bro. He says, I'm searching for them. I've got a debt to pay, as it were.
To them or for them? And Abraham speaks quite coldly about that when he says that.
Wait, which one do I want to say there? I don't know which one that makes sense with.
So,
I mean, with your character, you could just guess.
Yeah, I'm
If
just
you
gonna
don't-
say they need to die. That's all I'm gonna think. He goes, the debt is on their heads.
Abraham will probably the telekinesis will probably drop, and you just hear something clang behind him.
He's not even gonna flinch. He's just gonna keep looking.
And he'd probably kind of look towards the the servant that's brought him in, and say, so is he a friend of the Lord or the Master of Paper? Because Abraham doesn't trust him in the slightest, so he needs at least some clarification.
I have entirely no information on the individual. He came to the front gate saying, I need to go talk to that elf and big boy. His words, not mine.
I'll nod and I'll just say, to put it frankly, I've heard that you've had dealings with them in the past. But quite recently, actually. And I need to meet them.
Well, there's going to be a slight issue with that.
He cocks an eyebrow.
I'd imagine Abraham just kind of turns around and looks in his backpack for a minute, rubbing around, and you just hear dunk, dunk, as the armor Groomish just plops down on the table.
And he'll just go, does this mean that they are all deceased?
Possibly not all, but at least that war party.
He's going to sort of stand there, and he'll sort of like think about something, but it's quite obvious that he's thinking. Like, you know when like someone just sort of like tries to make it subtle, he cannot make it subtle. He is obviously deep in thought.
I don't know why I can see like the upper lip like completely like up to his nose.
Yeah, yeah, he's like full on deep in
Pondering.
thought.
Yeah.
And he just goes, "Well, this uninsured gentlemen, they are the ones that sold me to the arenas." And he'll indicate to his array of scars. And he'll say, "My bone to pick is with them and them alone. And if you can help me find them, I would appreciate that."
I'd imagine Abraham would give him any information he can, without omitting anything that would cause any issues about Zoy's and why Zoy's was after him. If you get what I mean.
Okay. He's gonna nod again, just sort of be like, "It appears my journey does not end here then." And he'll look to Auburn, and he'll be like, "You there, elf? You've not said anything."
That's because I'm pretty sure you've got the wrong elf.
And he'll go, "What do you mean?"
I was not there. There should
Okay,
be a half
what?
elf walking around somewhere called by the name Byron.
And he'll look at him and go, "And where can I find this Byron?"
I just shrug.
He'll go, "Very informative, very informative." And he'll just nod, and he'll look at you again and be like, "Do you mind if I sit for a while? The road is weary."
Not my house, not my rules. The best people I'd ask would be the servants of the house, I would say, or preferably the owner of the house. I don't have the best. I was just say jurisdiction here.
He doesn't understand that word. He just looks at you, nods like he pretends that he knows, but he clearly has no idea.
I am not the ruler of this place. This is not my home.
Oh, yes, yes. Yes.
It may
I
be...
obviously understood you the first time, obviously. And he's just going to continuously nod like like one of them nodding dogs you get in the back of cars.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes, I'd say if you ask, I'm sure the Mandalord, the Mandalord is very accommodating. I'm sure you would wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't like to get on his bad side either.
I'm not going to delve into why. He's just going to nod like, "Oh, okay." Would it be possible to go and do that?
But the servant, who hasn't left the room at this stage, is just kind of just standing there awkwardly. Would you see his hand indicate to go sit on one of the chairs that you were all sitting at the dining table? You see him look you up and down. He says, "Will you just wait here for one moment?" Walks out the door and brings back a basic wooden chair instead of like the lovely, like lavish chairs there are here.
Nice. I'm gonna. Gorkan goes to sit in it and he strokes the back of this wooden chair and he goes, "Oh, what beautiful finery you have."
I'm glad you enjoy it, my lords. I will go approach the Lord, see if you are okay to stay, but if you are guests of our guests, I believe you are okay to stay, from what I have gathered.
He's just gonna nod to the two sat with him now. Like an appreciative nod.
And you could probably see, imagine Abraham like, do you want someone's there like, I don't kind of know what to do here. Because what idea who this man is?
Is there food at the table?
But I can imagine when he brought out the chair, he did snort out his nose a little bit. Because it's
Yeah,
like,
there is distinctly food at the table. Yes.
Gorkan is going to just reach across and grab something. Whatever's closest to him.
But it's very buffet style, I would say.
Oh yeah, it'll just pick a few things out then. Delicious.
I'd imagine Abraham's also looking at my brain's gone dead now. Oberon, and he's like like what's going on here? Like kind of gesturing with his eyes, like have you got any? What's happening
I
here?
think Allron's just going to look up at this guy. I'm going to be very upfront with you here. At this point, this has happened to us a lot. The mortality rate of following us is exponentially high.
I'm gonna nod, but I'm like still stuffing my face with food.
Over the last 6 to 8 months, we've had towards 20 people come with us. We are what's left.
And not only that, we weren't at times we weren't even here.
Oh Christ! Just so brutally honest.
You've had 100% mortality rate across the party.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? That's
Holy
terrifying.
Holy shit, that's terrifying.
Emerance and the gnome didn't die.
Emerald's never died. Yes, Emerald's never died.
I cannot believe that. All the fucking characters. The greedy little fucking half-flake.
Yeah, he's gonna just sort of like nod to you, and he goes, "Death. I do not fear death." And he'll just again show you all the scars, like he didn't just do it like 5 minutes ago. And say, "I fought in the arenas of the South for years. I do not fear death."
That's gonna become a recurring joke, isn't it?
I think Allron just looks towards Abraham and looks back at this guy. You don't know what death is.
I think Abraham will jump on that and say, death isn't what you should be scared of. Death, it's what's after death is what you should be scared of.
That's too whimsical for him. It's too smart. He just sort of goes, "Yes."
You see Abraham just rub his temple slightly with his hand, and then just say, "Well, how's the food?"
"Oh, delicious. I've eaten grass for the last 3 weeks. Starts to take its toll on you after a while."
Is can't imagine that's the healthiest thing for you.
He just shrugged. He's like, "I don't understand."
It's okay. It's okay.
Just like patting his arm.
Yeah, it's like Abraham has gone from being, okay, I'm scared this guy could be an Iron Claw to, this just seems like a child. Oh, and imagine,
yeah, go on.
I imagine Abraham kind of looks sorry for you. And
There
say,
you go. He's just gonna look at you and go, "What's wrong with your face, good sir?"
He trying to say something. I can imagine Abraham just saying, just smile, like doing like a beaming smile, and just say trauma.
He's just
And
gonna nod and just go, "Oh yes, I know that well.
And then
That is a word I do know."
and then he'd probably go back to eating his breakfast.
Oh. He's just gonna carry on eating and just be like, "So, tell me, gentlemen, what's your story?"
I remember, I know. Abraham would go very silent for a moment,
Oh.
Hearing that.
And the long and short of it is we've pissed off Polchania.
And he'll raise an eyebrow and go, Polchania, you say? And you're aware that he doesn't know what that is.
Abraham would probably see that and says, "Do you know the people that follow?" And then he goes into his bag and pulls out the book with the symbol on.
This book looks a bit fucked, by the way.
Yeah.
Do I recognize the symbol even though it's fucked?
Give me a religion check.
Ooh. Religion.
First roll of the session, boys.
I got a 2.
Woo! -2.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You know when you look at symbols and you extrapolate them from one to the other? You're
Yes.
pretty sure this is the god of the male people. Like the mail service, sorry. Don't know why I said male people.
So I look at it and I go, oh yes, posties. And I nod enthusiastically. I know this well.
And you can see Abraham just doesn't have the heart to reply to disagree with him and say, "Yeah, no, but yes, yeah, yes, let's go with that." And he just do the smile when you smile and just give someone a pat, like, oh.
Are you patting me?
It was one of the...
He's just going to look at you, pat him, and be like, "What are you doing? What is this?"
Back in my town when we see someone with great knowledge, we give them some reassurance.
He's going to sort of really slowly nod his head, but he doesn't really understand what you mean. And he's just going to go, "Well, where I'm from, the arenas of the south, where I got these scars." And he's going to indicate to his scars again, like he hasn't just done so twice already. And he's just going to say, "We kill."
Understandable.
And he's just going to smile at you and nod.
And then
We kill.
I imagine say, so I'm assuming your talent is fighting.
He'll lean back in his chair and go, like, put his arms behind his head and go, you could say that. Yeah, you could say that.
I can imagine like you got a massive grin on your face.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good. I don't want to blow my own trumpet or anything. I don't know what that means, but I heard someone say it once on the road."
So, what can you do? Are you Can you do somersaults?
At that, he's going to just draw from over his shoulder a huge glaive,
Oh,
and he's just going to stand up and do some sick fucking moves. Can I roll for that?
Sure, give me an acrobatic check.
Oh,
Somehow we didn't see the glaive before he drew it as well.
Yeah.
10. It's in my prison wallet.
oh God!
I got a
Oh
10.
God!
What's that scraping on the floor? Oh God, what's that sticking out? You say you got a 10?
Yeah.
I mean, they look okay. Nothing impressive. I mean, this is very much show fighting instead of actual fighting is the second. But you don't cut anything.
And he bows like it was the best thing that you should have ever seen. And he goes, "See, I am a wonder to the people of this planet." And he just he's all like cocks his head and he goes, "I don't even know what planet it is."
I just want to quickly test something with you, if that's okay.
And he goes, "Oh, I don't really like tests, but I'll do it."
I hold my hands out front and I do the thing where it makes it look like your thumb comes off.
Holy fuck!
See.
Because you, Magic Man, do that again.
Do it again.
And he has to sit down. He's like, "This is too much for me. This is too much."
Pulls out a pencil, starts doing the
Can I pull a coin from behind his ear?
He just starts crying. He's like, I don't understand. How are you doing this?
I see.
I never knew you were such a powerful sorcerer. I'm so sorry.
You seem twitch as you say sorcerer, but yeah.
Oh, he
touchy
goes,
subject. Touchy subject.
he's like, why so sad? What's the matter?
I'm impressed you can tell half of my face isn't my face anymore.
I just sort of like cock my head and I go, I don't understand. What's the matter?
It's like horrifically burned on one side of the face. No.
And he doesn't
eye.
understand. He's just looking at you like, you look beautiful to me, sir.
I feel like I now have to activate True Sight just to make sure there's no spider above him as well.
Oh God! I don't know why there's actually tears coming down my eyes right now.
Oh,
I'm
God.
laughing that much.
Oh.
What a fucking trap spike. It's
This whole time I've just been a trap spider. Oh, yeah. But he's just,
fuck.
he carries on eating food. He just, like nothing ever happened. He's just like, yeah, that'll do. He just goes back to eating food. Oh, Christ. And he's just gonna, is it okay if I may join you gentlemen on the road in my search for the Iron Claws?
I just look towards Abraham. And I look back at this guy. Have you ever fought a dragon?
And I will smile and I'll say, I won my freedom by fighting a drake.
You see, I can imagine Abraham's actually rather impressed at that.
And then he says, back in the arenas of the south, where I'm from. And he shows you the array of scars on his body. He says, yes, I fought many a dragon. And I don't know if he would know the difference between a drake or a dragon, so he just assumes
would
they're
I
the
know
same
the
thing.
difference between a drake and a dragon?
Is there a difference between a drake and a drake?
Yeah, Drake's
Yeah.
is it Drake's a two-legged, dragons are four-legged?
In
Correct.
D&D,
Right, it's wyvern and in D&D instead of drake.
Oh. Let me just
drake
let
doesn't
me
have
just
wings in D&D. It's a big lizard.
let me just correct that to wyvern.
Would I know
I
the
feel
difference
like-
between a wyvern and a dragon?
I mean, wyverns are fairly squishy. They're, you know, the fucking things you fought before you fought the big dragon.
Baby dragon.
Yeah.
I feel like he meant wyvern, but didn't really realize that he said something else, so we can just roll with it.
Okay, if I
It's
think
fine.
he's killed the drake.
Is that more or less impressive?
Considerably less.
Considerably less.
And he's nodding
Yeah.
enthusiastically, like, you know, drakes, the big things with wings.
Oh no, there
I
is.
mean, if I know what a
Okay.
drake is, I know it's not a drake if it has wings.
So there are drakes in D&D, sorry, but they don't have wings.
Yeah, they're just big lizards.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
not that clever. He thinks that what he thought was a drake, but it was probably a wyvern.
I suppose if he's mentioned that it has wings. Doesn't
Yeah,
really
I
help.
mean-
I know it's a lizard with wings.
God, I'm fucking crying. Oh.
But we fought, was it an adult red dragon we fought?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the size difference is considerable between the two.
So, what was your name again, Orc?
They call me Gorkan the Bloodied.
Who calls you?
They.
Who is they?
They. And he's like, he doesn't actually know. He's like, I fought in the arenas, and he shows you the scars on his body. He says, that was my name in the arenas.
I see.
Okay, so
Gorkan
so
the
Gork,
Bloodied. Yes.
we travel a lot.
Okay.
And where we go, there may be other enemies than the Iron Claw. Not necessarily that we will. There's a possibility we may not find more Iron Claw. But there will be people to fight, and they are bad people. Would you still follow along even with the risk?
And he
Kind of looks at Oberon as he says this.
stands up again and he says, "I fought in the arenas of the south," and he shows you the array of scars.
I do the thumb thing again.
Oh,
I'm
stop
pretty
it,
sure we
sorcerer!
could just tell him everything we know and he'd forget it in an hour.
I feel like maybe if you looked at him a bit closely, you might see that his head is rather swollen, and it looks like it's been that way for a long time.
Oh, poor lad.
Uh,
Oh,
but he says, "I fear nothing."
that is very good to know. We could always use more assistance on our journey. As long as you understand that the risks aren't marginal, they are to the extreme, I'd say.
And
No
at that
one
he
is
says,
no one is safe from death here.
At that he says, "I do not fear death. I fought in the arenas of the south."
Okay. I imagine Abraham just like pats him like, yes, we know. Enjoy your breakfast. There's more coming.
And he goes, "How did you know? Ah, you have heard of Gorkan the Bloody?"
Yes, you could say I have.
He goes, "Me, Gorkan the Bloody. I fought in the arenas of the south." Oh God! What have I done? Oh. Okay, yeah, and he just sits back down to eat. That'll do.
Okay, Abraham's going to carry on eating. He's probably going to be eating some porridge and some dried fruit if there's any there.
Oh.
Oh fuck!
So yeah, he's just gonna look at you both and be like, "Well, if you would have me on your journeys to travel with, while I search for my adversaries," and he says that word like he's never said it before. He said, "I would greatly appreciate that."
I'd say you're more than welcome to come as long as you can pull your weight. We could use every help we can get, but that doesn't mean that we trust you.
We're
He's
also
gonna
not going
take-
to pay you.
He's going to take pull your weight literally, and he's going to start trying to like pick himself up off the floor.
Stop doing push-ups.
I mean, give me a strength check. Abraham weighs a fucking, being
Abraham
massive
mounted.
with fucking chain armor. He does not weigh an insignificant amount.
Oh, I
Abraham-
rolled off a fucking 18. I got a 12.
Honestly, I don't-
on your really good ones, rolling pretty bad.
I am rolling really fucking bad.
I'd argue you currently couldn't do it with a 12. He
No,
weighs
that's
a
fine.
lot.
I'm just gonna look at him and go, "I'm really sorry, Mr. Goliath, sir. I'm afraid I cannot pull your weight, but I will do my best in the future."
Can I just go? Can I pick him up at that?
I mean, give me a strength check as well. I can't imagine he weighs a small amount. He's kind of just muscle-bound monster.
13.
You just can't pick each other up.
I look at him and go, "So wait, are you supposed to be able to pull my weight as well? Because
No, I was just proving that physical strength isn't everything. What I'm trying to say is, as Abraham's a bit gutted not being able to do it. No, what I'm saying is that we need to be able to look after each other. But
He's
that
going
doesn't
to
mean-
slowly nod,
But
like he sort of understands.
but trust needs to be earned. Trust is not given.
Okay, and then he's going to turn back to Auburn and he's going to go, "Also, I have never been paid in my life. This is fun."
Just nods at you.
Oh, Christ. And at that, he stands up and he says, "Excellent. A toast." And he picks up, like, I don't know, like a bowl of olives or something.
There's actual
A
toast on the
piece of
table.
toast.
He
Yeah.
picks up toast.
Like, yep, it is. Yeah, that is toast.
Yeah. He just goes, "Correct." And starts eating it.
Oh,
Imagine up at that, you'd see the Lord of Paper come into the room. You know, followed by the servant previous.
Mhm.
I see. This is the new guest.
I will raise my head to him and say, "I am Gorkan, my lord. I have fought in the arenas of the south, and I will show him my array of scars." And then I would just, thank you. That is the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. And then I'm just going to sit down.
Okay. I presume you two want him to stay in the room, or I mean, I suppose we could try having the servants kick him out.
Do you have like a doghouse we can put him in?
I mean, we got the stables.
I think that's good.
I'd probably go and
The horses might complain.
I think Gronk can handle himself.
do you think? I thought you were on about Grant for a second. Then I'm like, don't put Grant in this situation.
I mean, you would be bunking with Gronk.
I don't.
Maybe Gronk could teach him some men.
I was just about to say maybe that would actually help. Grant has been awarded a medal.
Who is this Grant that you speak of?
A mighty
Grant
warrior.
is
A mighty warrior, you say?
he is a very mighty warrior. He protected many lives, and has even been awarded a medal for his valor.
I would be honored to meet such a mighty warrior.
I will ask the servants if they could bring Grok to the mighty warrior.
My name is Gorkan.
I know Abraham did that on purpose.
My name is Gorkan.
Okay, Grok. Oh,
I'm so sorry, guys.
Hey man, at least it's a fucking voice we can recognize.
Yeah,
you're not Mike peeking.
I thought I needed to drop the tone for my voices because I realized they are all very high pitched.
The real reason why Zoe's died.
Lucas said he'd been too high pitched.
Yeah, one sec.
Okay. So, you request a servant to bring Gorak out to,
Gorkan.
oh, whatever. to Gron. I imagine the servant would bow and say, "Come this way, sir."
Gorkan.
Right. Come this way, Gorkan.
And I nod, and I say, "Farewell, friends. I am off to meet a mighty warrior. I don't know if you've heard."
Abraham kind of give a nice nod and smile, and waits for him to leave the room.
The servant leaves with Gorkan, leaving you two sitting at his dinner table.
Abraham kind of puts his head in his hands, and is like, Oberon, what have I done?
I feel like we're destined to be babysitters.
Um, do you think he's actually okay though?
I don't think so. There is clearly something wrong.
I'm genuinely concerned.
If we make him fight for us, are we abusing him?
And you just see Abraham saying, "That's exactly what I'm thinking." Is it right for us to do this? But then Abraham just says, "But at this point of the matter, do we have a choice?"
Probably not.
And that settles it then. God, if it's not one thing or another, I don't know what life's coming to at this moment. I can imagine Abraham just pulls out like some of the remains of the cheap alcohol he got and just like takes a little swig.
I get Abraham a hit flask.
Yeah.
Imagine as you're doing that, this is the scene where Gorkan meets Grant in the stables.
I enter the stables and I'm like, where is the mighty warrior Grant?
You are presented with. Do we ever describe the coloration of Grant?
I don't
No.
think so.
I will leave that up to you guys. I do not mind.
In my head, I've always imagined him to be like a roan, if you guys know what that means.
No.
It's like I'm fairly sure roan is like a brown.
I
It
think
is
him as,
country boy.
a brown and white horse.
Yeah,
Like
browny
brown with
white
white
horse.
bits.
Yeah, that's what I've imagined, like a creamy brown white thing. Yeah, that's what I
You
imagine.
see, this whole a kind of browny white horse presented with a medal on its chest.
Wasn't he missing an eye?
Yeah, I think he has
Yes.
an eye patch now.
Yeah.
Gorkan goes down on one knee and he says, "O mighty Grant, I am astounded to have met you."
Hey.
And he says, "Oh my God, he knows my name." And then it's just like nothing ever happened. He just like goes to the corner and sits down.
Snort of air. How the fuck do I RP a horse?
It's just like, so mighty Grant, tell me about yourself.
Winnie.
Uh-huh. Tell me more.
And this is where we cut back to fucking.
Oh.
We cut back to Abraham.
Yeah, ask, is this the April 1st session?
Which fucking campaign was it that I just spent half a session talking to a horse?
That was
Well, that-
Cameron's
Cameron's
that was
session.
Cameron's session. We
Yeah.
were the
Oh, classic.
simple
The
minded
druid.
druid in that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was that one. Classic. We love talking to horses.
They are wonderful.
It's great
To be
dude.
fair, you had to speak with animals spell at that time.
This is true, but you know.
Oh, fucking. I'd probably, well, going, going back to where we were, I'd probably go, Auburn. So, now then, we came here for Zeus and the crown. We've now lost Zeus and the crown. Oh, we lost the crown. I can't remember. Did we give it away?
I have the helmet.
You say we've now lost Zeus, but we still have the crown. What would you say is our next protocol? Would you say it's going towards the dragons?
Hang on, I've just closed
Oh.
all of my stuff accidentally. Let me
Oop.
pull up the to-do list. It's been a while since I've been Auburn. Right, so we've done the druid tribe. We did send off the goblin you guys rescued.
Yes.
Said they were going to go get the other.
One armed.
Yeah. I would say if we can find Byron before he goes at some point today, I'd tell him about Sable and Rain that are probably headed this way and they can help him, likely.
Ooh.
Yeah, Goblin Relics, and we got someone else on there. I have Goliath stuff written down. Arage Relic, Waterworld, Volcano Land, and Afterlife Shenanigans.
Waterworld.
Waterworld is the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I have got explanations for each one written next to it, but there's the fun of telling you that.
What a word, that tickles me. Okay, and so
Very good point. I saw you guys speak to a dragon. A dragon we met in the north.
yes,
The other side of the continent. What?
yes, she was a lovely dragon. And then go into detail about what's happening with the dragons, how she's partly leading them, how that was the link with the red dragon that we fought, and how I had a lovely time chatting to her while everyone was scared. Just doing a refresh.
Did she seem to know anything about what's happening
Oh,
with the volcano?
Well, yes, she knows the world's dying.
The world is dying.
The world's dying. The oceans are drying. The world's getting colder.
God. It's also
Yes.
real.
Yes. Yes, you could say that the world is being destroyed by Arage.
I will say, again, we're not an injury point of view, but it is starting to get properly colder at this stage. I'd say, right, probably getting to around kind of 10 degrees on the normal per day now with the ash clouds.
Yeah. I'd say with the way things are going, it might be best for us to see if we can stop the temperature from dropping any further. As I can imagine that things are going to be getting worse before we manage to make things any better, if we can.
I agree. As much as I don't want us to be, we are somehow embroiled in the fate of everything, it would appear.
And then we still need to go at some point to try and fix the time as well, if you remember.
Fix the what, sorry?
In the Fae, the world clock in the
Oh,
Fae.
okay.
But I think
As much as I hate my father, I do trust him to look after that.
yeah. So I think our first protocol would most likely be going to the
I have a
volcanoes.
feeling we'll almost definitely encounter either a relic or a relic holder by going there.
I would thought so too. Luckily, we have a relic holder of our own.
Aya did say she'd be able to let us know if someone comes within a certain distance of us as well.
Yes, as I say, I think it might be a good idea to find Byron to speak to him.
One
Aaron.
other thing that happened to me while I was away. Devan the prick had met my brother at some point,
Oh,
and he asked to pass on this rose. I pull out the rose. It's a fey rose that's been dipped in wax to preserve it. I almost instantly put it back in the bag. I don't understand why. It's completely mundane. So I have a feeling.
can
it's
Abram
a
can Abram
locate
think of
object.
any meaning what that could mean?
No, because I have no clue how the fuck you would work out a meaning from a fucking check.
Because I'm just trying to think, like, why on earth would he be given a rose from the Fae? All I know is I feel because it just feels ominous to him. If you get what I mean.
I mean, I extrapolate it from what you can.
I mean, you could do religion, history, see if there's a language of flowers, or some old cultural meaning behind it, or a religious meaning behind it.
The only meaning that Abraham can get in his head that it's look, you're trying to preserve you're trying to preserve your world. Just like the wax will eventually come off and it'll fade.
That's bleak.
Abraham's very bleak at the moment. You should
I
know
don't
this.
see the point in him giving that to me for all that reason. And to pass it through my brother, no less. I have no idea what that man wants.
And never do I, because the last time we were anywhere around there, they tried to dip you in gold. Not melt you down even, wasn't it?
Yeah, they wouldn't turn me into some sort of statue or something.
Yeah, so I don't know why they'd give you that. Well, that's something to ponder over time.
Wax doesn't have any significant meaning in the Arab religion, does it?
Aside from the usual kind of religious iconography, like candles or something like that, but there's no distinct one.
Okay. If it did, my assumption there could be that they're going to invade the Fae, but if not, then who knows? Honestly, I'm going to stick to my first assumption that he's got it so he can locate me with a spell.
Do we have anything to check if that would be the case?
I don't think we can if he uses it to find an object. We would be, I guess we'd be able to check when he used it, but I wouldn't be able to know when he does.
Okay. Understandable.
That's why I've kept it in the bag of holding, because technically that's a different plane of existence.
If that's the case, I think it's best to go and find our druid friend.
Yeah, if I go and find Byron, do you want to send a message to Sable and or Rain and see how they're getting on?
Yeah, I imagine I'd send, because I've got time, I would send both to Sable, one to Sable and one to Rain. Like it'd be more or less the same message, but just a bit more personalised to each.
Let me do the messages. I'll respond as best as I can.
I was just about to say before we go that I'm just going to turn to Oberon. So we just talk. What should we talk about them to them that we're moving on? That we're heading towards the volcanoes.
I can't remember what we told them. I think I just told them to come here.
Yes.
Well, I mean, fit as much as you can in, but yeah, tell them we've been here. We're headed north. We have some companions here that we'd like them to help if possible.
Okay. Okay, I'd like to say this one to Rain. Hello, Rain. We are moving towards the volcanoes now. We have been and fought some Iron Claws and lost Zeus. We have some friends here that need help. If you could please assist them.
Right. If you is where that ended.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just get rid of if you and please.
No. That's what
Okay.
sounds.
Okay. And then just change, and then I say disable. I'd send one to Sable and say.
Oh, if you
Wait, let me do it one at a time, for the love of God.
If you could
Okay.
Sable know that the village my brother's building will be safe for them as well.
Okay. Right, I'm now going to think about. Okay. I imagine Rain's response would go, "Hi, Abraham. What's a volcano?"
Fuck.
Where did you lose Joyce? I am currently stuck in a box. I really hope this person you've sent me with is sane. That's what you get back for Rain.
I'm gonna let
Right,
Auburn
so-
say his one. Say his what he wants to say disabled because I need to think of how to. I'm gonna reply to the message and I don't know how to. So, Auburn, could you tell me a message to send on this disabled because I'm trying to think of how to reply to Rain at this
I
second.
mean, we've sent Sable to pick up Rain, so he's probably smuggling her through Polchania currently.
I know, but there's so many questions I've got right now. So, what you want to say? You just say what you want to say disable, and I'll send it. I just want to think of how Abraham's going to respond to it.
We get 25 words, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I was not expecting that response.
I'd say by now, by the way, the interaction between Gorak and Grant is finished. Would
Gorkan.
Gorak come back to the room?
Gorkan. And yes, he would.
Sorry. It's going to take me some time. Give me a break.
That's
With
okay.
the fucking milkshake now said Gork. It's now going to fuck me up.
Is your surname Mork?
It is. No.
Gorkan
No,
Mork.
Gork and Mork.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
the
I
bloody-
appear
it's
back in the
surname.
room.
Gorkan the bloodied Mork.
But I feel like I appear back in the room, but I've brought Grant with me.
You come in and you see Aubrun's counting on his fingers, and he just looks at you. Why is Grant
Loses his
in
count,
the
restarts.
house?
It would only be fitting for a warrior such as Grant to stay in the house.
Why did the servants let you bring him in?
What servants?
I imagine after a few minutes, but why is there a horse? Sir, we can't have horses in here, please.
I'll turn to whoever said that and say, "This is not a horse. This is a war veteran, a mighty warrior.
That still doesn't mean he's a horse.
Show some respect."
Like it was like trying to slip past a big fucking horse. Please, sirs. The cleaning would be a nightmare if it does anything in here.
At that moment. Oh no. Abraham can't believe that Grant's been brought in here now.
Winnie. Nay.
Okay, you distracted me from what I was about to say then. Gorganash.
Gorkan.
Gorkan, I apologise. Gorkan, this mighty warrior, has his own home. Would you be able to take him back to his home, please?
Yes, it is here with us.
Flops hooves.
I agree. I agree, mighty Grant, slayer of them.
Breathes air through nose.
I go, right, high five me, Grant. I put my hand up to his hoof.
Grant makes no indication of I drive you.
Like, nicely done. Just carry on.
I'll just go. I'm just gonna go up and start leading Grant back out. I'm gonna let Joe take his rein to say, he said it's almost time for him to get his breakfast. His breakfast will be outside, so
A warrior's breakfast, fair enough.
of
sir.
course, yes. So I'll start taking Grant back to the stable. You feel like as Abraham leaves the room, you just hear like a large sigh, and you hear muttering of, "Oh God."
Oh dear. What have you boys let yourself into?
Gorkan, it's the message you've come up with.
We're moving on to Volcano. How is progress? Speak to Master of Paper for updates. And I'm gonna go to the Master of Paper and say, I assume he would know Sable.
Yeah.
So I'd let him know that Sable's headed here. And if he could update him on the situation, let him know about my brother's village that they're building. I'd give him I'd sign a bit of paper or something that, like a writ for Sable, for him to give to Sable.
Brilliant.
And I'd warn him about rain.
Warn? Why does Rain need warning?
Not for danger, just she's a bit... I mean, I heard the fucking message. She's a bit weird at the moment. She's apparently lost her edge and just become a bit enamored by everything.
Hey man, you've seen Sable's disguises. You can imagine.
I can, yeah. I'm sort of imagining them just walking through Polchania like Snake, with a cardboard box in their heads.
Nice.
Why is there just a crate in the middle of a road?
It has legs. Is it a crate
That's
crab?
why it's taking them so long to get to you guys. I think it's been like 8 months since that request has been made in real time.
It's been a long time, yeah.
Okay, so the yes, I'd say by the time you approach the board of paper and such, you get a response back to you get Abraham and Gorek. Fuck. No, this is gonna be fucking a disaster. This okay. Gorkan come back in the room.
Okay.
Break. I've had 50 sessions. I think about the Zoids.
I know. I understand. But the other thing I'm saying is I wasn't talking to Gorkan. I was taking Grant out.
Yeah, Gorkan follows.
Oh, okay. Yeah, should we come back in the room? Yeah. I think I'd probably send a message to Byron to see where he is.
How many spells do you have? Just out of curiosity, that you can send a message with.
Well, message is...
Third level spell, right? Or sending, I think it is.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I could do one more. I've used 2 today. I was going to send one back to Rain, but I've not. Abraham's more in shock of what she's replied. He's going to have a rest and think of how to reply to that. But, yeah, so I'll probably send a message to Byron. Byron, this is Abraham. Could we have a chat? Where are you currently? You can only send 25 words as a reply.
That's 24?
Yep.
Leave a kiss.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure Byron can use sending.
Alright. Oh fuck, now I need to RP as Byron.
I mean, he would just go, I'm here with Goblin. What's up?
I'm the room next to you.
Just waving across.
I imagine they'll probably be in the local tavern just getting ready for everything.
Yeah.
As I can imagine the goblin is fairly emaciated and just needs fucking just some recuperation time.
Recuperation time, food, rest. Okay. So I'm assuming. So he doesn't say where he is.
Well, I don't know where
No.
he is, but he does, yes.
Oh, yeah, it would indicate a tavern of some
Yeah.
variety.
So I'm
Or
assuming.
maybe even the tavern that you guys went to begin with.
Okay. I kind of look to Abraham and our new companion.
Looks in the mirror.
Say it. Say my name.
Could you say my name as well, please?
Gorkanash.
Gorkan.
I'm
But
not
I'm gonna get-
Abraham.
Okay, the issue I've got is I don't actually see you on roll 20 yet. So I can't look at. I can't. No, not found on
Roll
Foundry. So
20?
I don't know why I said roll 20 on Foundry, so I can't look at that as a
It
reference.
does still say Zoyas on Foundry, yeah. You need to change your character on there.
How do I do that?
That is an excellent question.
That is something we'll sort out later.
Yes. So
His character has not been brought into this yet.
I'd ask Gorkan and Oberon if they'd like to come to the tavern to find Byron and have a chat.
Yes. Probably should.
Yes. And on that note, we go to the tavern.
Yeah, I imagine you probably see them downstairs for now. I think the goblin Gake is sitting at a table and probably just eating at the moment. Seems to be eating very calorie dense foods.
Yeah.
Like quite heavy, just you do see him scribbling away in some in his like a tome. It looks like he's bought a new like leather bound book,
Mhm.
and he's writing notes up and such. Byron is probably just spacing out, maybe.
Okay. Abraham would go up to Byron and probably like give him like a tap on the shoulder and say, "Byron, it's good to see you."
Do you want me to do it, or are you doing it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I need some more time to figure out what the fucking
That's
do
fine.
Byron.
He'll look at you, nod. How are you feeling?
Abraham would do like a big smile and just say, "Utterly terrible." But I gesture over to Oberon and say,
Hello, Byron. Hello, Oberon.
"This is Oberon. He's going to be sending some friends over. Well, there'll be some. Yes, friends is probably the correct term for this. Some friends to come over soon, and they will try to assist you as much as they can. But in the meantime, would you be able to give Oberon a rundown of what's happened recently?"
Oberon would sort of step in and say, It's fine, Abraham. He scratches his sort of eye patch. I've seen enough to know what's going on.
I love the idea that you're coordinating one of your other characters to talk to another character.
Next level D&D.
No, just you wait till Sable shows up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're trying to coordinate fucking Sable to talk to fucking.
We didn't have any good allies, so I made some. To be fair, Sable was written into my backstory.
Yes. And I have at least RP'd Sable a little bit. And
So,
I've somehow made him sort of weird and fucking disguised guy. So, sorry for that.
I'm fine with this.
so why did we come here then?
But we wanted to let Byron and I sort of look at the goblin. I'm not sure everyone knows their name.
I was too angry to remember the name.
He's like gesturing to the goblin to introduce themselves. He sort of is pausing there.
Did you bring Gora with you?
Gorkan.
Yes.
Gorkan. I imagine the goblin is looking at kind of in petrified fear more now that she's looked up at you guys.
Gorkan holds out his hand to the goblin and says, "Good day, good sir. My name is Gorkan, the Bloodied. I fought in the arenas of the south." And he points to his array of scars. "What is your name?"
You see Gake kind of seemingly reaching for something under their robe.
I imagine Abraham will go and say, Gake. They're not part of the Iron Claw. I've already had this discussion with them, and I kind of like whisper in the ears, like, and to be honest, I don't think he would remember if he was part of the Iron Claw.
I hate the Iron Claws.
I'm Cake, one of the necromancy, the common tribes of necromancy.
I nod.
Now
I
it
say,
just occurs to me we never gave your tribe a name.
no. I nod and I just say, "This means nothing to me,
They were the Brittle Big tribe, weren't they?
but I appreciate you all the same."
Okay.
It's that, Gake, you might be able to assist him actually. He's trying to find some Iron Claws to get revenge on as they sold him into slavery. So you may be able to give some information from your time with them that could assist him. And then I shall leave them two to discuss.
Gate gives you a fucking look as you leave.
I look at Gake and I say, "Master Gake, have you ever met the mighty warrior Grant?"
The horse?
I say, "The very same."
Yeah, I've met their horse.
Well, you too have been honored with meeting a mighty warrior such as Grant. And then he's just going to sit down and start talking.
Oberon and Byron look like a pair of twins right now. Just what the fuck is he even talking about?
Oh dear.
But for the sake of not RPing with myself, Oberon will let Byron know that Sable, who he is, why he's coming, and that they can probably, him and Rain can probably help them out with what they're doing. He'd also let them know that if they end up needing a place to stay, he'll give them a writ as well that they can go to the Fae Village.
Yeah, I imagine it's relayed that it's appreciative. At least from Gake. I can up, he is Gake! Yes!
Right, I'll be right back and just go to the loo.
Yeah, no worries.
Gorkan
God.
just pisses where he stands. He's been hanging out with Grant too much already.
Yeah.
This is a sign of honorable warrior.
Warrior.
So, I think what would be relayed to Gorkan is there are some left, but you kill the majority of them.
Yeah.
But some will basically try to go, you know, the tribe's dead. I've got no loyalty. Let's go join another tribe.
Mhm.
In which it'll be a lot harder to find them.
Yeah.
And there is a power behind them that put the hit out on your tribe, so that's something we need to keep an eye out for.
I have something planned for that. Well, I've got some ideas for how to deal with the Gork society.
Just don't do anything.
Pats the book and puts the
too
book away.
dangerous.
Dangerous is a word for
You
it.
make too many enemies.
Well, I will need the helmet back for it at one stage.
I had a feeling that is why the helmet stays with me. Not letting you do anything unbelievably reckless. Because if you're anything like Zoe's, what you'll do.
I mean, Zoe was particularly reckless as a person. I have heard about something, but I need to have a look into it. There's a few places I need to visit for information.
Yes, as I said,
And I still have to find another.
If you wait for Sable, he's particularly good at finding things. He's very investigative.
I'm not leaving in any rush. I need to get my notes together first.
Would we have had a response from Sable by now?
I don't think the message has been strictly been told to send from it. I was waiting until Milkshake literally just went, "I'm sending it now."
Yes, I'm sorry. I thought it was that was sent earlier.
Okay.
I apologize though.
I imagine the message from Sable would be of the vulgarity. We are halfway through Bolchenia at the moment. All is going well. It's quite a sunny day. I'm bringing some friends along. And shipment.
No, I can't actually remember what I asked him to do.
Basically, it was you had previously told him to set up a messaging network across Bolchania.
Did I ask him to do something with the statues?
He was looking into them himself. He's a little statue he gave you, right?
Yeah.
He was looking into them himself. He'd relayed that to you. So he was continuing to just like look into it, working what the fuck is going out with those. You then obviously sent him the message saying, "Can you get over to this particular city, and can you bring Rain with you?"
That's fine. That's fine then. Okay, I couldn't remember if I'd asked him to do something else.
Yeah, the issue is every time we talk to Sable, it's like 2 years of fucking gap.
One day it will beat him again. He's gonna love it when we move to the other side of the continent again. Hey guys, I just arrived. Oh yeah, so we're in Denal now.
You've not actually relayed that information yet.
What information?
Stuff with your brother.
No, that's why I told him to speak to the master of paper.
Act.
It was easier to have him do it rather than do it in a 25-word message.
Okay, so I like how I did that. I didn't realise that fuck knows where we are at. You've had talks with Gake and Byron. You relayed the information. Is there anything else you want to say to them?
I don't have anything.
No, I wanna-
Abraham?
I can't send anything else.
I mean, you can't just go, "Hi, I'm standing next to you."
I think Abraham left, didn't he?
Ah,
Well, I left the two chummy fellows together. I'm probably just gonna thank Byron for helping, and Byron, thank you so much for
I'm back.
assisting and being there for when Zoe's passed. I know it was traumatic for you to see what happened to your tribe, so I'm glad you got what you needed to do done, and I'm glad for you being there to assist me.
Sorry, do you need me to be Byron again?
yep.
I think he puts his hand on your shoulder. I would have gone if you guys were there. I can only thank you, and I'm really sorry for your loss.
Bless you.
Cake in the
Sure.
background.
Fuck it up.
Jesus.
Okay. Right. Aside from all of this, the thanks and all the varieties. Anything else from anyone?
No, I think that's about it from me.
Yeah.
Dread to ask. Whatever your fucking name is.
Gorkan.
Goroth?
Is that where I'm
Praise
getting that from?
Gorkan is just happy to be there.
It's just beaming in the corner. Everyone just giving you glance every couple of seconds.
He's like, hello, guys.
I do like that he seems to have just kind of, everyone's just reacting to it. Like, you know, the fact he's an orc, everyone reacts to it, and then just a second later of, what the fuck is this guy on about?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, after this, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Oberon's got winter clothes. Correct? Just want to check.
If I
Oh,
don't,
wait.
I have enough money to buy some.
Cool. I'd say at this stage, to go any further north than of the city, you're going to need them. It's going to stop like doing damage, and I've got.
What about
assistance.
Abraham?
Abraham's fine.
Yeah.
Pretty
You are
sure
designed
guys
to
have got
walk.
stuff with the druid tribe
Walk for
anyway.
the code.
Yes. I believe Abraham had got out of it. It was just Zoyce who bought it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Zoyce is gonna have to war. You know.
What do you mean?
The-
What do you mean?
But I think
It's
winter.
so cold where he is now.
I think he was wearing it, actually. I think he was wearing his winter clothes when he died.
He was actually. He was already a cold boy.
So I mean, Gorkan, you can test out my frost system if you want. I have some ideas.
Oh, let's give it a go.
Oh, awesome. So yeah, I'd say any further north, stuff will start happening if you don't have winter clothes.
How much are winter clothes then?
I think I put them in about 2 silver pieces.
Boosh. Whoever needs them has them.
That was easy.
Well, it's not supposed to be that challenging.
Mate, we're minted. Literally.
Fucking minted.
Fucking minted.
Remember, there's certain challenges. This campaign is designed to be. There are certain challenges that you can just resolve because you've got the right stuff.
Hell yeah.
Can you imagine if you'd done this first?
It's fair.
I don't know, there's a part of me that feels like it couldn't have been much worse than what we did do first.
You're not wrong.
Oh.
You did go down an avenue of one of the harder routes.
But what a good story we told.
To no one, but good.
Well, we know.
We know.
We know.
It makes a very cool. Oh, this happened in the backstory.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Right, well, if no one else has got anything that they want to do here desperately,
No.
I suppose we have to. If we do another rest,
Mhm.
get Abraham's spells back, and then we can
Head out.
head out.
Woo!
Do we want to
Mhm.
distribute our magic items before we go
Yes.
as well?
Is the well, currently magic items. I have the arm of Gorkan and the necklace of countering
What does
in my
that-
back.
Oh, we're good, Ash.
I've got the spider cloak and the helm of the Dominator spare.
Who would anyone like the necklace of countering?
I would.
And then I shall pass that over to you.
Thank you, sir.
Delete that from my backpack.
But it's a ring.
I knew that was going to get caught. Fuck's sake. There was no necklaces on the fucking D&D
No,
Beyond.
that is strange.
Uh,
I could have put it as a wondrous item, but I did actually want it to be a fucking glowing thing for once.
Hang on, I have to just check. Is it meant to have charges? Wait,
It
yeah,
should do. So I think I put it as spell charges. I don't know how that works.
I don't think that's working, but that's fine.
I can buy them charge later then. It's annoying.
rock. Is rock
If you tune it, does it do anything? Maybe in the
Well,
spells?
maybe that's oh yeah, that has worked.
Oh, cool.
Well, it's
I'm
let me
assuming
use
Grok-
it, but it's not. I've got the charges.
I'm assuming Grok isn't here.
Gorkan.
Gorkan. Gorkan. You have a glaive.
Yes.
Is there anything you need? Would this weapon be useful to you, or would that
What is this weapon? Sorry.
Armor Grubinash. It is a versatile weapon. You can either do 1d8 plus 1d8 damage or 1d10. When you make an
No.
attack,
It's the big claw, right?
yeah, when you make an attack against with this against a humanoid on a successful hit, the target is restrained. Target can make an action, athletics, strength check, athletics or strength check against the user's strength score to escape, or voluntarily take 15 slashing damage to escape.
This does
Well,
not
it's not
quite match what Gorkan does.
Hmm.
So I will pass.
If that's the case,
That isn't an athletics with strength check. It's an athletics using strength.
okay. It is a hand, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of mounts on. It's like a gauntlet, like it mounts on
Yeah.
your hand.
Just because it's battle axe, I was just making sure.
No one wants to roleplay as Yarrick.
No, I was just about to say, if that's the case, then if I go and would I be able to? Do you know where the arm I've got my shield on?
Yeah.
Would I be able to equip it on that arm?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's not an attuned item.
I don't. It's the only. No, I was just making. Because I was just thinking of flavour. So when the shield's about, I have two weapons to choose from.
Maybe I should make it a ring. You know, you can only have set.
That's why I asked.
But I've got 10 fingers.
So many fingers.
I like
Does anyone want the cloak then that lets you cast web and walk on walls?
No point for me. I will not bother with that.
Why not?
Imagine that.
On walls.
Wouldn't
You
that
get
be
resistance
best
to
for you?
poison as well.
Yeah, it'd probably be best for you.
For
Just-
me?
Yeah, because you can restrain a target and
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
because if you can restrain a target,
It also gives you
Gorkan.
options if you wanted to like basically get to someone quicker.
yeah.
Gorkan puts on the cloak and he sniffs it and he says,
Smells like a goblin.
Yeah, several people have died in that cloak.
Yeah, that cloak cannot smell good.
and he looks at them and goes,
Were they mighty warriors?
At least one of them was.
Then I shall adorn this cloak with my mightiest of blows.
I think it was found.
And he,
Wasn't
like-
it? Yeah, it was found on an elven corpse as well. Like a
Yeah.
skeleton.
yeah, I think it was. He holds up his fist in like a real, oh, look at me, I'm so cool pose.
Alright, have you added that to your sheet?
No, I need to do that.
I'm not taking it off mine until it's added to yours.
What's it called?
Cloak of Arachnida.
Is it
Are you saying that like I would
custom
delete
item.
the item for that
No,
reason?
we'll forget it exists. You just search for Cloak of, it's a purple one.
Hang on, yeah, my inventory's playing silly buggers. I can't get it to do anything. Just hold on to it for now, because my inventory's literally not letting me do anything.
I am about 100% sure that there is potions that have been missing from your party.
For sure. For sure. Speaking of,
Yeah, I
can
literally,
no
my
longer make
inventory won't
potions,
load.
So I should probably go and buy some.
Just hold on to it for now, please, Bailey.
That's
I mean, whichever person's
We're-
holding it.
I'll keep it on my sheet, but we'll assume you've attuned to it.
Yes, yes.
Does anybody want the helmet of the Dominator?
Not of this. No, I don't think it would be very good with Abraham. Yeah, I think I think it would corrupt Abraham.
In that case, I'm going to attune to it, but I'm not going to wear it.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it in the bag.
Or
But I can pull it out and use it if I need to.
Yeah, I feel like Abraham would just become evil.
Abraham's descent to madness.
Yes, Abraham was not in the right state of mind to have something that can dominate people. Abraham knows that.
no, I forgot how fucking ridiculous your starter hand is. Open.
Yeah, man, I got some magic gloves. Plus 12.
He's stupid.
That's why my magic tricks look so amazing. Even I didn't know where that coin came from.
You could roll a 32.
Yeah. And I can't roll less than 13.
Yeah.
Which is still a failure, sadly.
I suppose it depends on who the person you're doing it with.
Oh, it depends on the roll as well, but normally a 1 is a fail regardless.
No.
It depends on the roll.
It's only attack rolls or failures. Unless you play Baldur's Gate 3, where every one is a failure.
As I
which
say, it
fucking
depends on the roll. But how much are potions? And do people have fancy potions here?
That's a fair point. I think I gave nothing to Dylan.
I have nothing.
Oh, you've got a magic item.
I have something.
Got this cloak.
Look, I did offer the arm.
That's kind of a magic item.
Yeah.
We
AKA.
can look into getting a fancy glaive at some point.
Mhm.
Ooh, also, Abraham, did I give you the second diamond, or did I keep that?
You kept that.
Okay, I still have that then.
I used what I had previously.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, you could delete the diamonds for.
Yeah. I've not got any. I've deleted them. For the failed resurrection.
So does that mean the party's got no resurrections
We have
at the
one.
moment?
We
Okay.
bought 2. I gave one to Abraham beforehand, I believe.
Yeah, which is the one I used to resurrect. So we've got one left.
But
We can buy another one if we want to.
Yeah.
okie dokie. Is there anything else anyone needs?
Yeah, how much is the potion?
Potion. Just give me a second. It'll be your regular price in this turn. This is when we go for shadow. Second.
Probably after graters or regulars.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Let's change. Oh, I can't remember what the pricing is for these fucking things. Here we go. Basics are 50s, graters are 200, superiors probably to be one superior in this town, which is 2,000.
In that case, can we get 6 regular?
That would be
300 gold?
300, yeah.
And I'll give everybody 2.
Woo.
As
Thank you very much.
a last resort.
So we've now
I've-
got all the potions.
Just let you know, I've finally been able to add the Cloak of Arachnida.
Was it being difficult?
Yeah, I couldn't get anything to fucking work. But it's worked now. So I have the cloak.
What's funny
I
is
have
it's
2
like
gold.
that is an actual D&D item.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Magic items, they're fun. I
Big
hate
fucking
making them.
magical
Though. Fucking hell.
items.
Okay, well that's all the shopping I wanted to do. If anybody else does anything.
I'm happy.
Yeah, Abram's not really got anything to buy really. He's quite well stocked up. It's only a little town, isn't it?
This one is more a city.
Oh yeah, and we've already done the search round for stuff
Yeah,
for the
we will.
Goliaths and that.
All that stuff.
Doing a search for what, sorry?
I already did the search round for the Goliath stuff here.
Yes.
So yeah, Abram's quite happy.
Can you fucking imagine? Hey, wait a minute, guys. Sorry. Goes on a fucking one-day search.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got food and that still.
I will say the direction you guys are generally heading is quite safe. I mean, it's quite small, compact countries. Actually, depending on the route you're going by, I think you're going straight past Earnhardt's old fucking college.
Maybe
Oh,
I'll
God.
pop in.
Hiya, your 2 friends. They're dead. Just wanted to tell you.
Bye.
Both very dramatic as well.
One was a shark.
One was a shark, one was assassins. And then turned into a zombie, and we killed them
Zombie,
again.
yeah.
Oh my god.
In case you're curious, that is there's a little tower here.
I have no reason for us to go there. If
No more
anyone
denying
else
that.
is there.
That's what I was pointing out because the clock was very close. Actually, I think that's why he wanted to head back that direction. Destro. Okay. But yes, as I've said before, so the areas that are highlighted in red are part of the Northern Alliance. So, generally fairly safe.
Nice. Where
was great-
Where was the volcano we're headed to? Is
It's in this mountain range.
right, so it's up here. Okay.
It's not just the one volcano.
Yeah.
It's going to be a multiple.
If you were to ask advice, people would probably suggest heading to KG and find a route through there. They've built basically their city into the mountain range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clever.
But there's other routes if you wanted to avoid that.
Did the dragon you met, Abraham, want to do anything? Did they say they'd help or want to investigate this?
Can't remember. A wonderful magical DM of the past.
Yeah.
Would the dragons say they would help us, or would the dragons just try to leave? If I remember correctly, the dragons were trying to gather resources to leave, weren't they?
They also said they were looking into it, but yes, they did also indicate they were planning to leave.
Yeah.
They also indicated for you to go to that area, if I remember correctly.
With the
Right to
volcano.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
Saying there was a gathering.
I'd relay that then to Oberon.
If while we're travelling, it might be worth sending a message to her to let her know we're going.
Hi, Dragon. Nice to talk to you.
You know what? Since it's quiet now, I'll send one. Since it's quiet now, because I'm assuming I'll be able to have a long rest in.
There will be long rest in the travels. Yes.
Yeah. So I'll probably send her a message saying, "Hello, this is Abraham.
This is Tancred.
Hello, this is Abraham. We are heading towards the
Please. Yeah.
to the volcano where you suggested. I hope to meet you there at some point. How are things your end?
Lovely.
You would get the response back. Hello again, Abraham. On my end, things are fine. The ancients are in a heated debate at the moment. If you can arrive, it would be a great help.
Okay, I'll relay that to Oberon.
I see.
It seems like the ancients are having fun.
You guys looking forward to meeting ancient dragons?
I'm scared.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to get destroyed by dragons.
I wouldn't suggest putting that off. There's no
Oh.
fucking chance in hell I don't think you guys can fight ancient dragons.
No. Not in any way, shape, or form.
I'm gonna drink that liquid I made and then I'll jump inside it. It stops me from setting on fire, but it doesn't stop the heat. Shit.
Just slowly burning to death.
Just literally boiling.
Jesus.
Yeah, that would be the case. Do you think? Would you know that the ancient red dragon plus 17 to hit?
No.
Yeah, not a fan of that. Ain't gonna lie.
If you roll a 2, I'm alright. No, actually, if you roll a 1.
That's a crit
Oh.
fail anyway.
Yeah. Oh god, that's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary to think at one point that you're able to fight that.
It is normally considered to be endgame content.
Yes. Yes, but still. Oh.
Okay. So, what is the route you guys are taking?
Say go.
Where are you heading?
I'd say go to the mountains because I can probably look towards more stuff for my Goliath because the more mountainy people. Makes sense. Mountain and cold.
I mean, I guess we head to this bigger city in KG.
Mhm.
And go from there.
Gorkan
Perfect.
does whatever
I would
everyone
imagine
else
we
does.
stop through most of the cities on the way
Yeah.
and try and gather information to see if anything
Mm.
bad is happening in any place we're trying to go.
Yeah. Any sightings of Polchania?
So, what I will say is the indicator is the Polchanian aren't a thing here yet. There's obviously great, as I say, mounting concerns, but nothing's happened as of yet. No declarations of war or that variety. Just movements of units that people are finding concerning.
Yeah.
What you do gather is, whereas obviously you were there to protect the one city with your brother and fairly competent soldiers, the guard presence was basically the same at most of the cities, and it's not wiped off the map, but most of the cities, this particular one, is mostly reduced to rubble.
Get down.
I
From
assume
what you
that,
can
like the dragon's been through it.
Yes. I believe it was relayed that basically there was like 17 attacks that was documented.
Bloody hell.
And it wasn't just the dragons that attacked your town. It was a lot of like dragons that basically just kind of went on a rampage one day, and that's what's happened. They don't seem to have done it again since. But yourself doesn't have many issues. Until you are about here-ish.
Mm.
And you're just walking along, and it's kind of a lovely forested valley.
Is there a path that goes through here? Because we're on the horse. We've got the horse and the cart, don't we?
There would be small roads,
Okay.
but
More like
it's-
trails.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Big enough to get the horse and cart through, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
Most of these are. I don't think I've actually marked any roads aside from the Sapphire Road of this map.
Yeah.
That's just because I don't think it's it's in a time period where there's not really defined roads at the second. We're going to ignore the fact that that's not right, but whatever.
It's right. It's your
It's an
campaign.
old map, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
It's the original map.
Exactly.
It's not the original, this one, luckily. Bailey saw the original last night, actually, as we were doing the one-on-one, because the fucking this was down.
Yeah, there's like
Oh,
6
wow.
countries that aren't in it anymore.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
So, as you get there, you're kind of walking along, and you hear this big fucking explosion.
Shit.
In the distance, you see a kind of, I'd say probably 150 feet in front of you. You see a massive fireball go up. And as you keep looking at it, you see what you think to be a plate of metal launching into the sky. And I imagine there's some, shaking. What the fuck is going on? You see the metal kind of start to arc downward towards you guys. And you also hear a screaming. Kind of just distance in the sky.
It looks like it's coming down to us. I split my gun into as many as possible and try and shoot it down.
Sure. You doing so, it does destroy the metal. Then, revealing behind it, you see what you think is a dwarf, seemingly wearing a kind of a leather suit with what you think was kind of flaps between his arms and his chest that very much has been burnt out at the second.
When they come close enough, and I feather fall them.
Yeah, sure. And you hear him screaming all the way down. No, Black! And just as he got close enough, can I have a dex save, just to see if you can, get or dex check. Sorry.
Oh my god, that's laggy! Wow, that's. Fucking thank God it's an actual dice. It rolled off a 3, 16, 20.
You're able to do it. You're able to stop him in time, and you can hear him on the way. I mean, obviously, he's just slowly dropping now. The first thing you hear is, "Oh, thank you, thank you." And if you look up to him, you can see more about him. This dwarf looks like he's been more from the runner than you've seen in a while. He seems to have a metal hook for a hand. Half of his face and jaw has been placed with metal plates. He seems to have jammed a crystal into his eye socket.
Jesus.
And that is lit up, that crystal.
Wow.
And as he gets down to the ground, he probably just brushes himself off. Next time, it's a slingshot we're using. I don't know why I listened to him.
What were you doing?
Testing out the new flying suit. Evidently, some kinks I need to work out with it.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit not be a bit too flammable.
I had planned to. We had the token all prepared. I put it down on the table. We're just checking out the launching pad, and the fucker set it off early.
Well, where is your friend?
Over there.
Abraham,
I
like,
said
kind of
pull
like
out a mallet from his fucking. And I'm gonna have some talk with him. As he goes stomping off.
Oh.
Do you follow?
Everyone wants to watch this. Everyone's going to follow.
I'm very interested. This is one of my people here.
You'll see him stomp up the hill. Obviously, he's a dwarf, so it doesn't go that quickly.
We pass him in the car. The lift.
Oh,
He takes a moment. I think it will reduce the message when I get there. And he keeps stomping up the hill.
oh. I turned to the guy and said, "Have you got any popcorn?"
Sadly, no. I have some raisins. One
Well,
of the raisins
mate,
is trail mix.
A good thinking. Abraham goes and gets some jerky from his ration packs.
You
I
get
guess-
up to basically what looks like a really destroyed area, and what you can gather was This looks like it was like 4 barrels of gunpowder with a metal plate put on top of it. And standing next to this, just looking over the ground and looking over everything, is a gnome. This gnome seems to also have a litany of injuries. His leg seems to have been replaced with kind of this like mechanical looking peg leg.
God.
You notice that he's got like a helmet that's looks like it's been like wired to his head. And a various amount of injuries themselves. He looks at the dwarf, and you hear the first thing he says, I'd say that was a successful launch. The dwarf then proceeds to try throwing the mallet at him. You could have waited till I said go. I felt it might put it a bit of a, instinct into it if we just let launch it. I only got lucky enough that I lived because of these fine people.
It's awkwardly
You see the
waving.
gnome. You see the gnome turn towards you. Well, thank you for seeing my partner. Welcome to the NA WT.
Naught.
Not sure I want to know what this stands for, but please enlighten me.
Yes.
Northern Alliance weapon testing.
Oh.
Not nearly as fun as I thought it would be.
So
I know. We had come up with some better names, but they all got rejected.
So how many weapons have you tested?
Plenty. Come, you can see our
My
main
real
camp.
question
We have
here is, what is this weapon? A humanoid bullet?
well, we needed a way to get our stealthy operatives into the battle quicker, and we're gonna mount them up with wingsuits, send them off, and they can land anywhere they wanted.
I'm pretty sure half of Polchania knows you just launched that person.
Yes, we do plan. I've been looking up. I've been thinking about plans of like explosion mufflers. Not sure how I'm going to get that to work. Maybe we should put it underground. I'm unsure. So,
Would I be able to see some of the other weapons that you've made?
yeah, sure. Come. You can come out. Bring. This is just a side little, thing. We're just testing. We've got a main camp, about a mile that way. They insisted we had to go test this over here.
A wise decision.
A disappointing one, personally. Now, you guys obviously, I imagine, start walking.
Hmm.
What brings you up to this part? It's a interesting group you have here.
What's the
Plenty
best way?
and
We're just travelling to enjoy a bit of the culture of it.
You're traveling to. Okay.
Going on holiday.
The spirit of adventure and all that.
Boring. We follow the motto of a spirit of explosions in our area.
Yes, I prefer to keep the explosions on my enemies.
We usually do. Sometimes we miss.
Usually.
You get to this camp, and you could see there was a variety of people putting together multiple things, siege weapons that are seemingly. It looks like they've just mounted like massive crystals that they've tried to like charge,
Hmm.
and you can see like a variety of like metal canisters in the middle of the like being stored and such like that.
Wow.
And you can see you think you're seeing some like exoskeletons they've been trying to develop, but obviously very much disused because they've not seemed to be able to make them work. You think you see some blood in them, like on staining the inside.
Oh boy.
But he comes over. It's like, right. Team, please come here. We'll introduce them. And you hear a bunch of sighs from the group, like kind of coming over. Boss, we've got to finish off the project today. Never. We have guests. They helped us. And you look around. There's a variety of humans, dwarfs, gnomes, and an Aarakocra. This Aarakocra is missing one of his wings.
Cool.
I won't say what, but Abraham, you see something in this group. Something just catches your eye for a second, and then they all kind of intermingle more.
Mhm.
You're not sure it was, but there's something just buzzing in the back of your neck.
Abram would probably quietly attempt to investigate further as much as a Goliath can.
As
Chuck us a
quietly as a
perception check.
Goliath can possibly be.
23.
Ooh.
Actually, feels pretty good.
Do I can say something that's so nice rolled in without a D-mod?
You see a face and a symbol you recognize. A symbol from dreams you've had of ancient Goliaths. Symbol of an eye marked with horns. But wings adorning it as well. Seemingly resting on a necklace. A face you recognize is of one you've seen multiple times at the stage. A dream of your family dying. And a paladin taking their helmet off. You don't see any reaction from said face. They seem to be just staring, looking with the group, just sighing the fact they've been dragged away from work. The goblin and the gnome, sorry, not the goblin, the dwarf and the gnome. Okay, right. These individuals have helped us with our latest experiment. The launching pad was a success, but not the flying suit. We're ignoring that for now. The launch pad was a success, measuring up to 100 feet before we stop shouting down the numbers down to me. Maybe we should have a measuring tool that we can be measuring on the ground. Nevertheless, we are going to start incorporating this into some of our designs. I'm suggesting a Project Exosuit can start up again, maybe. We'll see if that can work with it, maybe. We can have some fun there. Maybe be able to, land on your feet with those. Not sure. Everyone is, groaning at this stage.
Abraham's probably got a completely pale and neutral face, if you know what I mean, at this moment. And you can imagine, I'd like Abraham just to like casually, just casually, just as if like he was walking around just looking at the group, and then just stop behind that person.
Oh, buddy, Shinderu. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, take this as you will. If these fine gentlemen would like to have a look at your projects, please describe it to them. Obviously, don't go into too much detail. Maybe want to, keep some secrets. I mean, I hope they're not part of any particular army, so I've just clocked that, but whatever, it's fine.
Oh no! But I like kind of tap this person. Like, do you both hands on the shoulders? Do you like when you're meeting an old friend and you put both of their hands on the shoulders, and then I scrunch a bit tightly. Said, "Do you want me to tell you something? I'd love to have a conversation about whatever this wonderful person's working on."
Yeah, of course. It kind of seems to shift his shoulder a bit on.
Knows something up. Just leans over to Gorkan. You ready for a fight?
I
Seems to
am
shift his shoulder
Gorkan.
quite like uncomfortably. It's like, yeah, okay. What else? You take your hands off me. Hands are kind of hurting.
Of course, yes. And I remove my hands.
Yes. If you'd like to come with me.
Mhm.
And he takes you over to a workbench. And by the way, this is all out in the open. This is not like under fucking like a building or anything. They
Yeah.
just seem to be able to camping out in the open, have all their tools out here and such. I'm working on a repulsion shield of some variety. That's the name I'm coming up with for now. See what happens.
Mhm.
Basically, it is designed to go against catapults. It pulls up this shield. Here, take this crossbow bolt if you could.
Yeah. Right.
It basically passes you a crossbow.
Yeah.
It stands behind this kind of like big kind of kite shield.
Mhm.
Right, shoot at the front.
I shoot at the front.
Right, I'm gonna do a roll.
Mhm.
Find it with this fucking item. Just about succeeds. And basically fires off the it is an explosion that comes from the front of it. He kind of gets launched backwards as the crossbow bolt is stuck in the midair, like basically just blown back. There, leaves a sour taste.
I can imagine that was quite brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he seemed to throw away the shield. It also makes the shield one-time use. We're trying to work on that.
Yes, I can imagine that's pain. But would I be able to have a word with you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you would like to look at the specifications, it's quite simple. For now, I am working on just trying to get the details ready. I'm not at a level of obviously our two masters there, but yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I understand that, but I'd also like to talk to you about something that happened about 17 years ago.
I believe at the time I was traveling.
Yes. With a couple of friends.
You see his kind of face somewhat react to that. Yeah, well, they were. Yeah, we fell out with them. You met them?
You say that? I've met you too.
Sorry, I can't put a name to the face. I'm not sure I recognise you.
Yeah, I was very young. I doubt you'd recognise me. You'd possibly recognise my parents, though.
You see, at this stage, he finally gives you a look up and down. I wonder if this would come.
Oh, don't worry. I just want to chat.
Well, I know a secret place. Want to come to a chat there?
If you wouldn't mind. And
Puts
but Joe,
down his
the
tools
the
as
way,
like a workbench.
yeah.
So, all right, let's get this over with. And you are led out. I presume all of you are coming.
Yeah.
You're led out to a clearing in the woods, and there is a cave near. So this should be quite quiet.
So now then, I was you could say I was very young at the time. So I've got a lot to talk about. One is about the symbol that you carry around your neck, and two is about what's happened on that day and what's happened after. If you don't mind me asking. You see, the way Abraham's talking about this is quite cold. But he's smiling as he says it, if you get what I mean. He's not doing like a big happy smile, it's one of them like trying to put off edge, if you get what I mean. But not really working.
I'd assumed Arthur had gone through this with you. Well, that was the plan at least.
Yes, well, many things have happened. Arthur's not the Arthur was the priest at the original town, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. You could say that Arthur and most of the village is dead after an attack.
Right. Okay.
So if you could start from the beginning, that would be delightful.
What do you know about Arthur? Just to give me some working rounds to explain.
From what I knew of Arthur before some recent things, he was a good man who looked after people. But then more recently, I found out that he murdered my parents. With help of you, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I wish I'd explained something here. This is going to be a very awkward situation.
I can imagine so.
Arthur and myself were part of the shepherd's flock. I actually was on loan from the Army of Faith at the time, and we were requested to go find out from to research and find out about the angel. We looked through books, we looked through scriptures. We identified that last time it was seen, last time a situation happened, was in Cefax. Arthur was the head of this search. He orchestrated the talking with the communities, orchestrated everything. And we the three of us, me, Arthur, and I don't think I forget my name. Fuck. What essentially the glass priest you met prior.
Yeah.
We headed into Seavax. We asked the locals, and one particular local, two Goliaths we met there, had told us that the area we're looking for was a band of bandits or Goliaths. Been raiding multiple towns, had been trying to organise raids into Poljania. So we assumed we were going in aggressive. We went in, attacked. The split seconds of combat before you can realise what's going on. We obviously struck quite a few of them down. They barely had time to respond. That was the design of the attack raid. And when everyone stopped emoting, we saw you in the corner, I presume. Yeah. Then the angel spoke to us. Said some things I'd rather not go into. But we spent a couple of days there talking with it before it faded back out of reality. Discussing what happened with the world. Yeah. That's most of what I've got for you. Arthur was supposed to have done a lot more research afterwards. He sent me some messages, some letters. I'd left the army of face by this stage and gone rogue, but we did keep in contact. He told me he had a bunch of information he was going to give to you when you'd come of age. Said he had a plan on getting you stronger to then appreciate it.
Well, sadly that would never come. There's only one thing I've got to say there is, you said you came in there, and you were already fighting as you arrived. I remember seeing that quite a bit different. You and Arthur knocked on the door. You spoke to a Goliath at the door. They stated multiple times that they weren't bandits. They stated multiple times that they don't know what you're on about. You then came in and charged and attacked them. Only then did they retaliate. And there wasn't a band of them. There was only a man, two men if I remember correctly, a woman, and then a child. That sounds a little bit different than what you suggested.
I can tell you how I saw it, how it happened. I mean, I'm not sure what you're saying you saw. This wasn't the case. We barged in, yeah, sure. As said, we were told we were fighting bandits. I'm not defending your actions. I am telling you how it's happened. It horrifies me that there was just a random family. I don't know why that Goliath told us it was bandits.
You have a name for that Goliath?
No. Arthur did. Did he not give you anything? No notes, no nothing?
Just going out of thinking, he didn't give me anything, he died, didn't he?
No, yeah, he just died one day. That's it. That's the start of this campaign.
Arthur died before he could give me anything. The town was burned and ransacked by cultists. I've
I-
been given nothing. And
I
it
do not
seems
have
like
much
I
to
also,
give.
and it seems like I also know nothing.
Well, from the vibe I'm getting, after you deal with me, the only person else I could have information for you would be the glass priest. I know they were close. I know they talked on a fairly regular basis. If you don't know who he was, he's in a small town close to the forest of Porchania, close to the Seafax Boulder.
I have met him
The
before.
last time I talked to him, he was supposed to have brought you over the border to the place. But I didn't have much regular talks with him myself. Arthur was the one who kind of kept it all going.
Sounds like I need to go and have another talk with him.
Maybe.
Because, as I say, I've learned a lot more information since I spoke to him originally. How things change. But anyway, I understand that you've got things to do, you've got research to get along to. If people start to worry, you might as well go back.
I'm sorry I couldn't help anymore. Evidently, someone has come and fucked up the plans.
Life is mysterious in that way.
Yeah.
And then Abraham will like kind of give him like a little nod as if to say, "Fuck off."
Yeah, I think he would walk out.
Abraham will most likely then just like fucking just lean up against the side of the cave and just like pinch his nose and think for a bit.
Is everyone else responding?
I was just here in case something kicked off.
Yes, I try my best to keep things as calm as possible then, but in a situation where I think his death would have brought me no satisfaction. But still wanted it. Because I don't think he's telling me the entire truth, and I'll find out. One way or another. Anyway, would you guys like to look at any of the...
He says that and I like pat the bag of holding. I'm like, I mean, we
Nice.
have a way.
But I don't think now is the right time to do it. Maybe after nightfall.
That's fine by me.
Yes, I think we must get all the information on this because this could relate to things in the future as well. As much as my own selfish desires. And needs and wants. But I know he's not saying exactly what he wants to say. Especially as he purposely said he didn't want to say certain bits. But for now, let's let him carry on tinkering.
Okay. Well, I suppose I'd head back to the little camp they've gone and see if there's anything super cool that I want to look at.
And I did the same.
I'll join.
Okay.
But also, just to make you aware, I need to leave soon.
Yeah, I will say we're going to probably call the session there.
Yeah.
Yeah, big revelation. I'm happy to end all that.
Perfecto then. I think we've left off as a nice little point.
Okay. We're back, baby.
Tuning not next week, the week after for more.
Yes, which will be the 19th. No, that's the Monday, the 25th.
And I'd like to go and give a special thanks for Reaper for watching.
The #1 fan, yeah, boy.
Well, one fan.
Exclamation mark Gorkan, everybody.
Exclamation mark
That's
Gorkan.
the new one. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.